Welcome to Cityplus of today 2.0. Once you open the workbook, this is the first thing you will see, and you have to enable macro first. Enable macro first. Without that, nothing is going to work. If you click on this, it's going to tell you a warning that this workbook does not. So you have to enable the macro first. We enable it, and you're going to know this is when the workbook actually opens. The other one was just a floating page that we have to see. Now, if we click on it, it's only one sheet that is visible, and we made it visible because we don't have access to it yet. So for us to have access, we have to actually log in. The login detail will be provided at the point when this thing is sent. Let's say we are using our school, the school that contacted us, Fameland Scholar School. We use Fameland as our first name, and the password will be provided, which we click on sign in. It's a welcome back Fameland. Okay. Alright, and at this point, it takes us straight to where we can now. If this is the first time we are opening, this is what you are going to see. Mind you, we are not locked, very locked into have access to where we either we activate it with activation code, or we use trial 10 days trials. Now, in the course of this video, which is the first step we have to do, is to use first trial 10 days trial period, which we will click on it, populate it, pop up this form, and at this form we are going to click on trial, and we have this number generated for all these activation code below, and we click on it. For the sake of the time, I'm going to pause this and then we'll come back later. Okay, now we are up. You see this now that was set up now become live, and means the activation code is correct. If it is not correct, for now register. Okay, we click on it. It tells us the date our work is going to expire. This is after 10 days from today. Now we click on OK. If we click on this, we now have access to the workbook. Which first thing to do is to go on the home page. In that home page, there's something I want us to see. There are a lot of buttons, and each of them are significant. But one of the first things that we have to start with is through more setting. It pop up this form where you have home page, class, school setup, and class subject, as subject, student, control subject, and so on. We have a lot of things to do. So one of the things we do would be new thing or new session. Let's click on new thing. It takes us back here, which we select a thing. To pop up the question, we said yes, we want to select change the distance to 2021/2022. That is the session we are in now. So it tells us okay, it's going to pop up. The system wants us to generate student information. So normally when we are changing this, maybe the previous thing to the new thing is going to generate the name automatic. But when we are changing the session as well, we have to generate from one class to the other. That is very, very important, and we will get to that when we get to that stage. Now we click on OK. A form going to appear. Okay, that is the conference for a promotion form, but we don't need it for now. So I'm going to close it. We go back to setting on this, and we are going to add the name. Fameland Scholar School address. Click on process. Now this come up. Please confirm the information you are about to process. School name, Fameland Scholar School, address school. Now what here is you confirm your information here. If they are wrong, there is no way you will edit it after entering, except you have to send it up the workbook for us to edit it for you. This is our security measure, and we know have reason why we are doing this. To add class, so I'm going to add class A. Let me say prime 91A. Click on OK. Okay. Okay, that's okay for us now. Okay, now enter subject. The subject is let us start with complex math, right? This in general. Okay. The next one is English studies. Still general. Okay, the next one is basic science. Basic science is one of the compressed subjects, so it's going to be combined. Okay, the next one is basic technology, compressed subject. Now the next one is add student. The first student we are going to add is really nice. correct. The gender we add is male, and this is first thing. The admission number is female is 21,001. The session is 22. Class one. It's okay. Okay. Enter the second student. Divine. One is for us to compress the result. Let us see type 1. Basic science and technology. Basic science. Basic thing. ICT. So we compress. So we successful. So let's look at type 2. Type 2 is chemicals and agric. We compress. Okay. And also try type 3, but for now let's close. When we are through with that, we go to home page. Under this home page, there is what we have. You can do your setup here, pages if it suits your school. What we do here is sample data, so you can check A is 90 and above distinction, B is this. Different school has different setup. You can change it here. That is why it is dynamic. We close and again we finish. We close. Another thing is we click on this. Now this shows where you can change the grade captions. Maximum. This affects even to the result. So whatever you put here, the way it will appear in the result, that's what you put. The caption, like now, if you are not, let's say we want to put assignment there, and we want the maximum to be 5. We are okay. Then we click on okay. Now look at it here. Assignment 5%. Now and others. The next thing is for us to select. Say we have the term, the session we are working with. The next thing is for us to select here and then choose a class. Let's say we choose a class that students have not been added. We have been one that the student have not been assigned to the class. So what you do, you select a class that you have students. We have choices 1A student A. So we select on it and then we the student will be related and we see the name, the ID, the name. Now what you also have to know, this ID is what you name the passport. For Alfred, his passport will be named as 1, Divine Oluwafemi, 2, Okon Michael, 3, and Crossfire, so on. As many as you have, that will be the passport at the moment that they use. So now let's start entering the result. The maximum is 5, but if I put 9 here, it's going to flag off error, telling us that something is wrong. But when you put 5, it's okay. So let us enter the result. Okay. The next one is this as well. Okay. And the last one when we are through, what we need to do is to click on process result. We click on it and it takes us directly to the subject not specified. Yes, we did not specify the subject, so we are going to do that. We select on the subject. Let's say we want to enter for mathematics. Now mathematics is being selected, so we click on process. Now mathematics is about to process. Do you want to continue? Yes, and continue. Processing complete. Okay. Alright. So that is what we are doing with that particular subject. Let's say we want to select maths again. We click on maths. It's going to tell us maths has been entered, so you can't enter one result for one class more than one. Enter result for class more than one. So let us select another subject. Let's say English. So we have the result. So now we have a Now the next one is, let's go to result analysis. Let's add from master's comment. Let us see first thing. Select this section, select class primary one. High school, then attend school. Okay. Next thing, let's check that the result we have entered contain transaction class primary one A. How many results so far? 4 results. Let's look at the results in mathematics. Okay, mathematics result, English. We have basic science. Class A summary. Now this is a class summary. Winners have 10 points to 73.3 as per y cross pi slash 62. Now we are creators, we can actually print it here, but let's view the report. There isn't things we need to do before we do that. Then before we do, let us select this subject to fix it, mathematics. Okay, the first one, English studies, mathematics, basic science and technology, and then this one, professional. Okay, that's all for now. Let's just see the result. We click on this to calculate the result. Now, assumptions on the data match, so that's the result. Okay. Okay. Now, another thing we do, if you notice, we click on any the name will appear, the passport and everything will appear, and the position will appear. Now, let us do something. If you look at the user psychometric report, nothing connects the name and the student. So let us fix that one. Let's go to psychometric. At this point, we have to actually select the thing, select the session, and select class. Paper 1 A. Okay, we have the number of students, so let us see. The maximum is 5, as we can see, maximum 5, minimum 1. So seriously. Okay, now we try to save and we cannot save because this is wrong. So let's put a number. We try to save again. Okay, we can save it now. Okay, we can actually review. Maybe we have entered before we can review and check what we have entered. Okay, yes, and the number calculates again, which you can actually review. Now that's easy. Let's go back to result analysis page. Okay, now if we click on each of the student, actually see their psychometric coming up. Let's see. Okay, for example, now we see each student got the picture, the name, the student data, the subject, the data so far. But late, and we've seen their position. The highest in class is 73, which is Nina, and the divine is 71, the highest 73. We've seen it. Where we are the highest, where we are the first. Yes, that is all we have. Now what we do is we actually have to select passport folder, which in these awards is passport folder is in Finland. Okay, so we have to select result folder. Let's look at see that file Finland school. Now the next one is our logo. You can change this logo. Let's go to picture, JPEG. Okay, this one is being paid for us. Okay, that is it. What else do we do? Number of times school open, vacation resumption. Okay, number of times school open, 211. That's okay because it is empty. It won't be able to. We can actually edit the phone work now. Now your picture should be numbered days. For Alfred, should be days. For Oluwafemi, days. Michael, days. Wonders, days, and Rapper, days. So by the time we are through that, all the result is ready for printing. Let us see how we can print for PDF. We click on it's publishing it because the folder is there. Take note of the folder. It's in Finland school. That's why you see that folder. To open the video, the last one. Okay, number result generated. Okay, it's 5. So we can actually go to the results now. Look at it here. Okay, now the results, create a folder. Now let us open all the results. Now these are the results. Usually it will show. This is the PDF of each result because we didn't enter all the subjects that was like that. So we have it. We put it this way. We are going to see different students have different psychometric. So look at this, everything that